am doing what I do to try to get my curls. So I have a clip up here and I have a clip up here. I'm going to try to show you how I do this. It's really like not much, there's not much science to it. It's kind of like slapdash haphazard. It's like the world's worst angle ever. But I really wanted to show you guys how I get my curls, how I've been doing it lately, because when you get older and I dye my hair, I use this vegan hair dye that's by Revlon that I really like. So I just wash my hair and I'll show you what I put in my hair to prep it for curl. I use this, I really love it, and I'm very smell oriented, but it also has to work. So I really love this. I put this serum first in my hair. I layer it the way I do skincare, so you do the lightest to the heaviest. So I do this, and then I also use this. This is the Curl Stretch Shea Solutions that I actually get from the dollar store. It smells amazing and wonderful, and it works wonderfully. And actually now, I used to have a very oily scalp. I don't anymore. So I used to just focus these things mostly on, not so much on the scalp, but now I do focus on the scalp because it's so dry. If I do that, it keeps it soft. So I put that in, and then I also put in a mousse. Where is it? I just threw it out. But I just use any old mousse. This was the one I was using, and it seemed to work pretty good. It's just the L'Oreal Curl Elastic Mousse. This stuff causes, this is the Bodybuilder by, I think this is Cusco Murphy, I want to say. Kevin Murphy, I'm sorry, Kevin Murphy. And I just put this in the back of my hair because it does get flakes. So I just put it in the back of my hair because I ran out of this stuff. Anyway, so after I put in the clips, I like to use some sea salt spray because it kind of helps with the separation. I use, the front part is the most annoying part because I use the small clips. They have to figure out a way to make this part like rubberized or something so that it's easier to, because you know your hands are always going to be wet from dealing with wet hair coming out of the shower. Anyway, so I did one already here, so I have one in the middle and I have one here, and this is what I do. It's like seriously, like I just kind of go like that, and I just kind of, and it's never the same, and it's always a battle with my hair. Always a battle. It's always a battle. It's always a battle. I'm just praying that it will cooperate. That's how it is for me. So then I take bigger clips like this size. So I don't know if I showed you the smaller clip. So this is the smaller clip. So that's what I use for the front. And then I use these clips. I don't like curlers, although I might want to try some of those ones like the Curl Formers, I think it's called, with the stick, and it's got like the loops and stuff. So I might try some of those things, but in the meantime, this is what I do. So we got that side done. So I really try to focus everything up top. That's kind of like my goal. So I kind of leave these, because the back here remains pretty wavy, so I don't worry so much about that. My main focus is up top. So again, I just kind of like twirl it. I try to make it so it's somewhat even. And one area that I focus on, because I do, let's see, I hope you can see, but I have a bald spot right here. So what I do is I take a little bit in the back and I scrunch it up. I don't know if you can see that really good, but then I use another clip, a bigger clip, and I try to wrestle with it. And so that's kind of like how I do it. So that's kind of like the end result. So I let this, part of the reason why I also, so there might be some straggly parts, so these parts, it's really important to get the ends taken care of, because your ends are the ones that get the driest, and that makes your hair look really frizzy. So you want to make sure that whatever ends are sticking out, that you just kind of use your clips and you just kind of play with it. Try to keep it somewhat even the way I have. This is a miracle that it came out this good, so on camera. And so part of the reason why I have it like this also is because I sleep a lot. And so when I'm sleeping on my side, I don't want these clips digging into my head, because I used to not be so high maintenance with my sleep. I mean, I could just sleep in my clothes, slog into bed in my clothes with a comforter I hadn't washed in like 15 years, and I was good, but not anymore. Anyway, so that's how I do it. And I also have it up here so that if I sleep on my back, it's not going to be digging in. But I did put one just in the middle to kind of join them together. So these parts that are sticking out, I might kind of fiddle with to make sure that it's all, you want to make sure that everything that you have in all the hair treatment stuff marinates in with the curl. Sleep over it, sleep on it, wake up, and hopefully, if everything works out and your hair is in a good mood and it lets you do this, it'll come out okay. But sometimes it doesn't. That's just the way it goes. If anybody out there with curly hair, especially if you're older, you know what I'm talking about. Hey guys, so I wanted to show you guys my hair. Try to show you, like, maybe I can get like a better. Now obviously I haven't put a lot of stuff in it, but I really wanted to just show you guys what happens for me when I put those clips. So I took out the clips. I still have one up here because I kind of like to have it up this way, but this is how it comes out. Hopefully I can get a better. I have this bald spot right there. I just sprayed some, I use this stuff for it. But yeah, it comes out really good. I hope you can kind of see. Now again, I slept on this, so it's not perfect, but hopefully you get the general idea of, it comes out really nice. So again, and just so you know, like I got up today, took out the clips, and I like to let it settle, and then I got tired and I fell asleep. But hopefully this gives you an idea of the kind of body that I get and the curls and definition just from using those clips. So hopefully that works. That makes sense.